Tina slowly. We be working all day long to push us money. We ain't playing no games. Sabatavi, Gani.
Good day guys, I'm so happy to be with you again. We are going to do this question. Remember, I said that I will not do this question. I'm going to leave it for you so that you can upload your answers, or you can send the answers to me that you got. So, but one of my learners asked me to do it, so I'm gonna do it and jump straight into arithmetic sequence. So without wasting more time guys, let's read the question. A certain number pattern has the constant second difference of 4. The first two terms are equal, which means when they're saying the first two terms are equal, which means the T1 and the T2 are equal. The sum of the first three terms is 16. So which means when they say the sum of the first three terms is 16, in other words, they are saying that if you add T1 plus T2 plus T3, you're supposed to get 16. They are saying determine the general term of this sequence. So now it's easy guys, let's write what we want. I know that guys, we want Tn equals to an squared plus bn plus c. This is what we want because they're saying that find the general term. Right, let's gather the information that we have guys. We don't know the first term, isn't it? We don't know the second term, we don't know the third term, we don't know the fourth term. But what do we know here? We don't know even the first difference, understand? So we don't know the first difference between this term and this term and this term. We don't know, but we know the second difference is 4. So the second difference is 4. So here we can get the A. So how can we get the A? We know that here guys, we always have 2A. So now that 2A is equals to 4, then I divide by 2 both sides. So therefore your A will be equals to 2. Are we together? Hope that you are happy, because I'm happy also. Remember guys, if listen to me, if we are told that the first two terms are equal, what do you know? For argument's sake guys, we know that B must be equal to A. If I say B minus A, remember they are equal, they will give me 0. I hope you understand. Now here we have a 3A plus B. Are we together? Now we can find B. So I'm going to write here 3A plus B equals to 0. Do you know how did we get this 0? Because guys, we are told that the first two terms are equal. So if the first two terms are equal, which means T1 and the T2 are equal, because they said first two terms are equal. So if the first two terms are equal, which means this value here, your T2, is the same as T1. They are equal. So that's why we have 0 here. So then it's 3 into 2 plus B equals to 0. So 3 times 2, what do we get? 6. Then we transpose 6 to that side, then we get B to be equals to negative 6. Then we need C. How can we find C, Mr. G? So we can find C by using the information that we didn't use. We didn't use this information. The sum of the first three terms is 16. We already used this information. Now we are left with this information. There's no information that you are given here that will be stationary. So we know that the sum of the first three terms is equals to 16. Understand? So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to say T1 plus T2 plus T3 must give me 16. Understand? Right. Now it is easy guys, it is easy. Now remember, how can you find a T1? Okay, let's break it here. How can we find a T1? We can find T1 by using the general formula. So if I say T1 will be equals to, your A was 2, then you place 1 squared, your B was 6, then say 1 plus C. I want to break it E for you so that you can see T1. So 1 squared is 1 times 2 is 2. Then negative 6 times 1 is negative 6. So we're going to say 2 minus 6, we get negative 4 plus c. So that's T1. Then we go to T2. So if I go to T2, I'm going to write here, same thing. T2 will be equals to 2 into 2 squared minus 6 into 2 plus c. So this is T2 equals to 2 squared, you get 4. Times 2, you get 8. Then we have 8, guys, here, minus 6 times 2 is 12. So therefore, T2 is equals to 8 minus 12, you get minus 4 plus c. I want you to take the long way, guys. This is T2. So now we need the T3. So we're going to do the same thing for T3. So T3 will be equals to 2 into 3 squared minus 6 into 3 plus c. So 3 squared is 9 times 2 is 18. So 6 times 3. So we all know that, guys, 6 times 3 is 18. So 18 minus 18, we get 0. So therefore, T3 is equals to C. Understand? Let's go there in this formula that we used here, guys, to find C. So T1, guys, is negative 4 plus C. T2, guys, we have plus. Then you open your brackets. Your T2 was negative 4 plus C. And then you can close your brackets. Your T3 is C. They are all equals to what? To 16. Maths is good. Maths is good. So now we can see, guys, positive times a negative will always remain a negative because positive does not change the signs. So we're going to say C plus C plus C. We get what? 3C. So we get 3C. Remember, on this side, guys, we have 16. So negative 4 minus 4, we get what? 8. So we have 8 here. So if we have 8, what do we know now? This is 3C equals to 8. We're going to say 16 plus 8, we get what? 24. Understand? So if we get 24, what must we do now? All right. So this is 24. Then we need to find the way. Let's see, if we have 24, we need to find the C. How can we find the C? You know the answer. I hear you. You are saying we are going to divide by 3. Yes, we are going to divide by 3. Therefore, your C is what? It's 8. So therefore, your Tn, guys, is going to be, remember, you have your A, which is 2. You have your B, which is negative 6. Now you have your C. So which is 2n squared minus 6n plus 8. That's your general formula for this question. Remember, guys, they told you that T1 plus T2 plus T3 must give us what? 16. Let's see. Let's say 2 into 1 squared minus 6 into 1 plus 8. What do we get? We get T1 as 4. Let's check T2. So if we say 2 into 2 squared minus 6 into 2 plus 8. What do we get? We get 4. Wow, I'm happy because we were told that the first two terms are equal. Now can you see T1 and T2 are equal? Right. Now we know that T3. So the T3, it's 8. If you say 4 plus 4, you get 8. Plus 8 is 16. Then you are good. Guys, you are genius. You are genius. Let's do a question based on what? Arithmetic sequence. And see what we have. Okay. So, guys, I'm going to do this question. We talked about arithmetic sequence, guys, on the first video. If you didn't watch my first video about arithmetic sequence and the geometric and the quadratic, please do me a favor, go and watch that video, because we are going to need the information that we shared there in that video here. All right, they say they consider AS, so this is arithmetic sequence, guys. Consider arithmetic sequence 4, 9, 14. Right, determine the nth term. So guys, whenever they're saying determine the nth term, we know that they're looking for n, for Tn. So here, guys, I'm going to write this question down. For A, we have 4, 9, 14. We know that, guys, in arithmetic sequence, we have the constant difference between the two consecutive terms. So we have the first difference. As we said that on the previous videos, that the first difference of the quadratic forms arithmetic sequence. So if I say T2 minus T1, what do I get? I get 5. 14 minus 9, we get what? 5. Wow, this is the constant difference. Now, how do you find the constant difference? We know that, guys. We say D is equal to T2 minus T1. So in this case, this is your T1, this is your T2, this is your T3. So if I say D is equal to T2, which is 9, minus T1, which is 4, so therefore 9 minus 4, we get what? 5. Wow, I'm happy. Now we have the difference, which is 5. Okay, so now how do we find the nth term? Remember, we said that, guys, the nth term is given by A plus n minus 1 to D, where A stands for your first term, where n stands for the number of terms, where D stands for your constant difference. So here, guys, we're going to just plug in. So I'm going to drop Tn because I'm looking for the nth term. They can say calculate the nth term or the general term. So we know that nth term and the general term means the same thing. So here your A is what? It's 4 plus n minus 1. Your D is 5. Oh wow, this is good. I love it. So then we drop Tn. So we have 4 here. Then we open the brackets. Remember, you can push this 5 forward. So I'm going to say 5 times n, we get 5n. 5 times negative 1, that's negative 5. Then it's a matter of simplifying. Therefore, can you say that, guys? This is easy. 5n. So 4 minus 1, 4 minus 5, we get negative 1. So that's your nth term. Understand? Hope that you're good and you understand. You are fresh for the next question. So they're saying here, calculate the value of the fifth term. So guys, I'm looking for what? This is T50 that I'm looking for, the position. So guys, it's simple. It's easy. It's easy. Remember, you already have your nth term. So if this question was not given, let's say the first question was saying calculate the value of the fifth term. So your first step was to find what? The nth term, so that you can find T50 easy. So for B, I'm going to say T50 equals to 5 in place of n, then I put 50 minus 1. So therefore T50 is equals to, so if I say 5 into 50 minus 1, what do we get? 249. So that's the answer. So therefore, guys, in other words, that T50 is equals to 249. Understand? So I hope you are good. If you are good, then I'm good. So let's do this question, guys. We're gonna take the next paper and try to do this question. All right, hope that you are ready for more questions about arithmetic sequence. Remember, we are going to apply also the simultaneous here. So what do they have here? They are saying which term in the arithmetic sequence 1, 9, 17 is equals to 193. So guys, this is your Tn. Now you have the sequence. So we have 9, 17, So that's saying which term is equals to 191. So in this case, guys, they are looking for which term. So this one, we're gonna treat it as your last term. So what's your difference here? If you say T2 minus T1, so which is 9 minus 1, you get 7. Understand? You get 8. I'm sorry, that's a mistake. You get 8. If you say 17 minus 9, you get what? 8. Now, this is arithmetic. So I'm going to say Tn is equal to A plus N minus 1 to D. Okay, if you collect your data, guys, here, what is your A? Yes, I hear you that you say your A is 1. What is your N? No, I don't know the number of terms. Okay, your D, it's 8. Wow, this is beautiful. So your Tn, guys, talk to me. Your Tn is what? 193. That's good. So we just solve for what? For n. So if I solve for n, so in place of Tn, I'm going to substitute 193. So what is your A? Your A is 1 plus n minus 1. Your D is 8. Wow, this is beautiful. Now we're going to transpose this one to that side. So if I say 193 minus 1, we get 192. Now we have n minus 1 into 8n. Remember, guys, so it's simple now. So I'm going to divide both sides by what? By 8. Or you can open the brackets. So this will cancel this one. So if I say 192 divided by 8, what do we get? We get 24. This is beautiful. Which is n minus 1 equals to this one. Then you transpose 1 to that side. So if I transpose 1 to that side, therefore your n is going to be 25. They are saying which term, guys? We know that T25 is the one that is equals to 193. That's my answer. Are we together? Yes. I see that you all understand now. So guys, it's simple here. If you want to find your general term first, you can break that thing down here. Let's pretend that we have Tn here. We have 1 plus 8 times n. We have 8n. 8 times negative 1 is negative 8. So therefore, your Tn is equal to 8n minus 7. Now it's easy. You know that your Tn we said is 193. Then we put 193 here. It's equal to 8n minus 7. Then you transpose 7 to that side. So 193 plus 7. What do we get? We get 200. It's equal to 8n. Then you can divide both sides by what? By 8. So if you divide both sides by 8, you get 25. So if you say divided by 8, you get 25. Can you see that, guys? We get the same answers if you want to do it in this way. So let's see the next question about the arithmetic sequence. So we have this question, guys. It's easy. You can pause the video and try to attempt it on your own because you are genius, guys. I know. I believe in you. So they say find the number of terms in the arithmetic sequence. Now we're looking for the number of terms. If I want the number of terms, surely I must have the last term. So here we have negative 2, negative 6, negative 10. Can you see that, guys? This sequence is decreasing. Then we have this one, negative 150. Now this is your last term. So if we can copy this question down, we have negative 2, negative 6, negative 10, negative 150. Now, what do we need first here, guys? We need to find the difference before we do everything. We need to find what? The first difference because I'm dealing with arithmetic sequence. So if I say T2 minus T1, so guys, it's negative 6 minus 2, which is negative 4. Then negative 10 minus 6 is negative 4. Now it's easy. Then you write your general formula here. It's A plus N to D. What is your last term, guys? Oh, I can hear you. What is it? It's negative 150. That's good. We have here negative 150. What is A, guys? A is what? The first term, which is negative 2 plus into Your n we don't know because we're looking for the number of terms. N minus 1. Your d is negative 40. It's negative 4, sorry. Can you see, guys? I hope that you can see. When we're dealing with quadratic, we always find the two numbers of terms, then we reject the other one. Can you see that here, guys? The power degree, it's 1. So which means you're going to get one value of n. So which is easy now. We're going to transpose this one to that side. Negative 150 plus 2. Then here I have negative 1. I'm not going to open these brackets. So this one will give us negative 148. Then I have n minus 1 to negative 4. Then I want to get rid of negative 4. Then I'm going to divide both sides by what? Negative 4. Negative 4. So these will cancel out. So if I say a negative 48 divided by negative 4, then we get 37 equals to n minus 1. Understand? So then I transpose this one, I transpose negative 1 to that side. So therefore your n is going to be 38, which is 38. So the number of terms, we have 38 terms here. That was easy. That was easy, guys. That was easy. I know that you already have this answer. We got the same answers. I believe in you. I believe in you. So let's do this one. Guys, don't forget to share the page with your friend and tell your friend about this channel, and also tell us how do you feel about this channel. So let's do this question, guys. So we are given now the unknowns. So x minus 1, 2x plus 1, and 5x minus 1 are the first three terms of an arithmetic sequence. Determine the value of x. Now it's easy. Remember, guys, we have x here minus 1, 2x plus 1, 5x minus 1. Okay, are the first three terms of arithmetic sequence. Okay, guys, what do I know about arithmetic sequence? I know that arithmetic sequence, it have the constant first difference. So it has only one difference. So if I subtract this one, t2 minus t2 must be equal to t3 minus t2. That's what I know. So which means here, guys, I'm going to say here t2 minus t1 must be equal to t3 minus t2. That's what I know. Then what is your t2 here, guys? Because I'm solving for x. Now your t2 is 2x plus 1 minus from the formula your t1 x minus 1. So then equals to your t3 is 5x minus 1 minus from the formula. Then you open the brackets again. What is your t2? Your t2, guys, it's 2x plus 1. I hope you are good. So we drop 2x down plus 1. So negative times the positive x, we get negative x. Negative times the negative 1, we get positive 1. Then we have here 5x minus 1. So negative times positive 2x, we get negative 2x. Then negative times positive 1, we get negative 1. Then we are close to the final answer. Now, we collect the like terms. Now I have here 2x minus x, we get x. 1 plus 1, we get plus what? Plus 2. Then 5x minus 2x, we get what? 3x. Minus 1, we get minus 2. Right, now I'm going to take the x's to that side and the 2's to that side. So I'm going to have x minus 3x, then minus 2, minus 2. So x minus 3x, we get negative 2x. Negative 2 minus 2, we get negative 4. Then what must I do next? Yes. What? Then I hear you guys that you are saying that we must divide both sides by what? By negative 2. Yes, that's good. So negative 2. So therefore my x is going to be 2 in this case. Right. Understand? So the next question, they're saying that determine the tn. So tn, guys, they determine the what? The nth term. So it's simple. Now I'm going to take this value of x and substitute here. So I have b. So if I take this 2 and go there, 2 minus 1, we get 1. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1, we get 5. 5 times 2 is 10, minus 1 is 9. So what is your difference, guys? 5 minus 1, you get 4. 9 minus 5, you get 4. Now it's easy, we can find your Tn. So I'm going to say here, guys, Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 to D. Understand? So give me the value of A here. Yes, your A is 1. Give me the value of B. Your B, we don't have B here. Yes, you are good, we don't have B, but we have D, not B, because B, we find B on which sequence? Quadratic. So we have D, which is equals to 4. Yes. So do we know the n? No, we are not going to calculate the n because we're looking for the nth term. So I'm going to say Tn is equals to 1 plus n minus 1, your D, which is 4. Then Tn is equals to 1 plus 4 times n, that's 4n. 4 times minus 1, minus 4. So therefore, my Tn here, guys, is going to be 4n, 1 minus 4, minus 3. So that's my Tn. So this is the last question for this video, guys. Then we're going to do the last one on the next one. On the next video, determine the value of 115 term. It's easy now. We have the general formula, guys, isn't it? So for C, we just substitute. So we're gonna say T 115 is equal to 4 into 115 minus 3. So what do you get if you say 4 into 115 minus 3? You get what? 4, 5, 7. So that's your T115. Are we together? Yes. So guys, please keep practicing. Thank you for watching. If you practice more questions, you will be good. It's easy to pass maths as long as you practice. Remember, you know your limit. So just keep practicing. Practice what you did with your teacher. If you watch these videos, stop the video and then try to attempt on your own. And if you don't understand, then just play the video and try to do it again alone. So hope you are good. See you next time. If you didn't subscribe, don't forget to subscribe.